zone, so they'll start at the 25. Two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to work the sticks. The Wolverines closer to the line to run the area. Hot pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that previous play. Through the air. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, he just found the middle of sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Big moment in that move after he slowed down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
And 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
They'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. The recovery scene gets him down. Not much gain him out. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 on the last possession. Pass rush closing in. That's been good. Even on the first round pass attempt, he got plenty of pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop the offense in back. Both to throw it here on second down.
say you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in a great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. This will end in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Flex the ground game here. Anyway, takes a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just didn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback in the moment in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was looking for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's hit well as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Toss play to the outside. And they finally stop it at a decent gain that time. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments to what the defense is showing. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. And the Knowles will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the pitch, and is enough for a 1st down. They bring it down with an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Hey, they hit this for the 1st down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Knowles.
simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry-up.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. And so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Try the ground game here with the running back. Running out, another broken tackle. Brought in after a solid run by the senior. And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here. Actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Kristen, defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. The QB throws his 3rd. They get him down after a short return. The takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, and a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. On the move now. And he leaves the ball deep on the right side. It's out. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And Ted, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson most recently, big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He hands it off from the gun. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier. I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. Here's second down. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. A quick spin move there before he's dropped. Decent pickup on the play.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handle. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out of space.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Gets in space at the 50. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Sends right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass into the tight end here. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. Here's that defense shifting again. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he dives to make a beautiful catch there. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, you know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run in the previous play. Running back here on a direct snap. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a third and short. Direct snap. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They lose a yard in the play. the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the second time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year, and he's not going to squander this chance.
The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Intercepted in the end zone. Ball down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover 2, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instinct once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's a big hit at the end, but on the fresh set of hands. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. We're getting a scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. The pass is dropped incomplete, where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out in scores like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looking free in midfield. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a 3rd down and short. At 3rd and 2, it's like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
And the Seminoles looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away.
Green 25.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is off target. He got easy through as the 3rd down pressure worked.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend the lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. The wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now. Here's the inside give. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The game makes it second and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. And brings up a third down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sight. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. It falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. Across the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Sunrise. And the defense turns the scoring part in that quarter.
This might be a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. He's got room to run. The first down and still more. Losing the field on the right side. He's on the back. Touchdown, Florida State. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They'll hand it off.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun run call. This is the 45. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First and 10 play coming up.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important second down play coming up. And the shotgun. You see how to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
As a design quarterback keeper, stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. It took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. We're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to home.
It is intercepted. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. From the shotgun and inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jean-Pierre. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He dumps it out to the tight end. They got him down at the really big gain in that completion.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these plays.
The tackle is made, and it's going to be the final play of this period. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the right across the middle.
Wow, that play ends in a complete disaster for the offense. A fumble and a two-point conversion. You have to protect the ball much better than that.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Another interception for the very first play of the last possession. Picks up the first, looking for more. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 42.
Yeah, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing football and vertical shots to boot.
The Noles come up to the line in a hurry-up. They look to throw it here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Passes the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still...
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
He escapes the pocket. Back for the receiver. And the defense brings him down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pitch made on the left side. The Seminoles pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Nice execution here for the first down, and this is what they like to do. Doesn't necessarily have to be a big pass play to get this tempo kicked into gear, but here they come.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And the Noles are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense is still clicking.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Going after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? And now the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Inside now from the shotgun.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he rolls out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive.
Oh, he breaks free, still going. Breaking tackles and going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal.
Base 27 jump.
On the ground, punching in for the score. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running.
Ready. Let's go. Okay, ready.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking for 6. And he's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Finds room with the 30. Gets into the corner.
So much of that speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Got behind him after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Little play fake. He'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.